Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, thanks to Mangala Vaishnava Prabhu for this wonderful kirtan. So I'd like to welcome all of you to the Karuna Bhavan Sunday program. Our ISKCON family across Scotland has been growing exponentially. I would say it's a Hare Krishna explosion is taking place in Scotland. So we have people here in Edinburgh, actually, there's a Hare Krishna explosion, and Tiago has been bringing like a big bus for the big festivals, 30, 40 people, and in Glasgow as well is happening, and more people are moving in the community. And also there is a massive, huge growth of the community in Scotland as well because of these wonderful devotees from Ukraine as well joining us. And we would like to especially welcome today a new family that arrived to our community yesterday. Is Krishna Kishore Prabhu, Karshini Mataji, and their son Tulsidas. So let us warmly welcome to Karuna Bhavan and to sunny Scotland with 3 round Haribals. Haribol! Haribol! And if one of is Krishna Kishore, is here, and his wife is there, Karshini Mataji. Hare Krishna, warm welcome. So today is a very, very special day, and it fell out the first day of Kartik. It is a very, very special spiritual month. It's starting today, and we have a class dedicated to that by Gandaki Prabhu, who's been a devotee for many years. He became a devotee when he was 6 years old. That's in 1986. He's originally from Uruguay, and he moved to UK in 2002. And to sunny Scotland a couple of years ago. He fell in love with Scotland and its Scottish weather, together with his wife, Nandapriya Mataji. And his name is very, very appropriate. Gandaki Prabhu is very much inspired and almost addicted to worshipping Shalagram Shilas. He's got 450 Shalagram Shilas at home. And this is where his name is coming from. His Guru Maharaj, knowing his passion, and give this name Gandaki. And he's got probably the biggest Shila in Europe. It's not a single Shila. This have a huge Shila that we performed Abhishek for Nrsimha Chaturdasi. So I'd like to invite him to give this Kartik class. He will be explaining the significance of this month, because we have also another special guest for the first time at our Sunday program is Margaret, our volunteer who's been delivering meals of food for Scotland for more than 1.5 years. And we also have a Holly and Simon for the first time at the Sunday program. They're all coming from very close Lanark area, just 20 minutes away from here. So let us warmly welcome them as well. So they are wondering what is this Kartik month is all about, what is the big fuss about it. So I'd like to ask Gandaki Prabhu to speak about this class, and let us give a round of applause to him.
Close a little bit, Jayarada. Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yasodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Chan Vishwapad Paramahansa Parivrashakacharya Sutara Sata Shishimati Sivan Grace Siva Bhaktivedanta Swami Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prince Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda ki jai. Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Syama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Mayapur Dham ki jai. Tulasi Devi Maharani ki jai. Shri Shri Kodanitai Mayapur Sasi ki jai. Shri Shri Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Tulsinath Maharaj ki jai. Shri Damodar Bharat ki jai. Chanitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to assembly devotees, all glories to assembly devotees, all glories to assembly devotees, all glories to Shri Shri Gauranga Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, this month is known as Damodar Mas or Kartik. And this is the month we have been waiting for the whole year. 12 months waiting, 11 months waiting for this month. And the reason this month is so special, we will discuss today. But one thing we can say in the beginning, that all the months of the year, they got different, or they are related to different Vishnu forms, like Keshava, Madhava, Adokshasha, so on and so forth. But the presiding deity for Kartik is none other than Shrimati Radharani. And Shrimati Radharani, as we know, is the most special, most dear personality for Shri Krishna. So, in these months, we are glorifying the activities of Krishna as a child, together with the mother Yashoda. And it's, in fact, very difficult to talk about this pastime because everybody knows it. So I don't think I will say something different that you don't know already. You don't know, so that's fine. I'm safe. So in this pastime of Krishna with Mother Yashoda, we see how Krishna is exhibiting faults. Even though we, from the philosophical point of view, we understand that God is perfect, still when he comes and he exhibits his pastimes as a child, he exhibits some faults. Do you know which those faults are? Yeah, he's stealing. What else? He's lying, he's cheating. What else?
As a kid, scolded by the parents.
Yeah.
Punished by the parents.
Yeah. Naughty in general. So we see these activities are exhibited by other childs normally. But the difference, like Prabhupada many times explained, that it's like the difference between gold and iron. Both are metal, both they may look the same. They could be gold plated and they look exactly like gold, but it's a big difference between them. And the difference is that the activities of Krishna are transcendental, are not motivated by the mode of material nature like any other activities performed by any other living entity. Can I drink this water of this Panchapatra? I'm very thirsty. So we see all these faults in Krishna, and if we are not practicing bhakti, by the way, bhakti is on sale this month. Krishna is on sale this month. So pick up your transcendental wallet and take advantage of this special month. When we see these activities, these faults, thank you. We often misunderstand these activities as the activities performed by any ordinary child. And many materialistic people, we see many commentaries of the scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, they comment in those scriptures from the point of view of a materialistic view. But the activities of Krishna are never ordinary, are never motivated by anything material, are completely transcendental and beyond our understanding. So Damodar, do you know the meaning of Damodar? What dams mean? Rope. And Udara, belly. So in these months, we glorify especially the activities of Krishna being bound by Mother Yasoda with a rope. So we will develop this pastime until we get to the point of, let me know if I'm going too fast. You're translating, isn't it? Okay, let me know if I'm going too fast. You look confused. So we will develop this pastime until we get to the point when Krishna is finally bound by the rope, or as the Acharya said, by the love of Mother Yasoda. And in fact, this pastime glorifies more Mother Yasoda than Krishna. And this is the desire of Krishna. Krishna always gives the credit to his devotees. Like we see in the Mahabharata, when Krishna gives the credit to Arjuna, on different pastimes, Krishna always gives the credit to his devotees. He doesn't want any credit for himself. He's not after fame and prestige because he got it all. He got all the fame. No one is more famous than God. No one is more qualified than God in every sense. So in this pastime, Krishna became very naughty. As we know, Mother Yasoda was breastfeeding Krishna, but at one point, Mother Yasoda saw that the milk was boiling over, was spilling over. So she left Krishna for 1 minute, and she ran and switched off a fire or took off the pot or whatever. And in that moment, Krishna exhibited one of the qualities we can say is a faulty on Krishna's side, which is anger. Kama esha krodha esha rasha guna samudbhava. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is explained that anger, kama, krodha, lust, and anger are material qualities which are executed in the mode of passion, which are product of the mode of passion. So Krishna's anger started boiling like the mill in his heart. And he said, why she's doing this to me? I just want to drink milk. Why she's leaving me alone like that? So Krishna became very angry, very agitated. And he ran to the other room. And he took a stone and he broke. You know, these clay pots are very easy to break. So Krishna broke the pot. But not being satisfied with that, he went to the other room and he started to eat the butter that it was hanging from the ceiling. Something we should notice that normally when we are angry, especially kids, they will never eat. You have experiences in it. We have kids. When kids are angry, they never eat. You need to pacify them and then they start to eat. So Christians exhibiting this contradictory behavior, contradictory character of being angry at the same time eating. But not being satisfied with that, he called all the monkeys in and he started feasting with them. There is a hidden meaning. We should understand that every pastime that Krishna performed has thousands of meanings, millions of meanings, and they are as deep as the ocean. When an ordinary person performs an activity, it's just an incident. Like we say, yeah, like I was working in security before. So sometimes somebody come and steal something. They steal the butter from a supermarket. So say, how was the day today? I was just had an incident. Somebody came and stole the butter. They are just incidents. But when the Krishna steal butter, it's not an incident, it's a pastime. So all these pastimes, they have very deep meaning and they can be seen from different angles. And we will see when discussed how different acharyas, they see this pastime from different angles and from different philosophical points of view. And they are all very deep as an ocean. So when Krishna was doing that, it is said that his lips were swollen. He was so angry that he's biting his lips, and his lips start to swollen and become reddish and reddish. At the same time, Mother Yasoda was just putting the milk aside, and she wanted to come back to Krishna. But when she went back to Krishna, she saw what he had done. He had done a mess. He was eating the butter from previous days, and the reason for that is Krishna was thinking, he was only 3 years old. He was thinking, I will eat the butter from yesterday, so I will get sick, so Mother Yasoda will need to take me to a doctor, so she will be in trouble. So he was thinking like that, and then she went and she saw this big mess, and you can imagine, she woke up for Brahma Muhurta, she was churning the milk, she was churning the butter, and she saw that big mess. And what she could do, she got angry. And she exhibited something she had never exhibited before. Many times Krishna got angry and do naughty things, and many times. And sometimes Mother Yasoda will pull his ears, or will scold him verbally. But this is the first time in the history that Mother Yasoda took a stick. First time. And this was terrorizing Krishna. He was never so afraid. Even though it is said that Krishna is feared by the fear personified. Does anyone know what fear personified means? No? No one? Sorry? This is one aspect. We all feel fear every day. At any point of the day, we feel fear in our heart. So if we collect a measure, I don't know how you can measure that, but if you could measure all the fear of all the living thousands, millions, and trillions of living entities of the universe, and put it together in one place, this is fear personified. And this fear personified is afraid of Krishna. And here is Krishna feeling fearful of Mother Yasoda because she is having a stick on her hand. So Krishna started crying. And some acharya said that they were false tears. We know sometimes Krishna does something naughty, and in order to get away with it, he just pretend to be crying. And he rubbed his eyes, because it is said if you rub your eyes, you cry more. It induces tears. And in different occasions, Krishna stole butter. It's not the first time that Krishna is doing this. There was another occasion when the gopis filed the complaints against Krishna. And somehow Nanda Maharaj, he forgave Krishna and let him go away. And another time, one of the gopis, she managed to capture Krishna. So she took Krishna, because Krishna went to her house. So she captured Krishna and she took it to Mother Yasoda's house. But Nanda Maharaj was there, so she was a bit shy in front of Nanda Maharaj. So she hid Krishna under her sari, and then she took it to Mother Yasoda. And then she said to Mother Yasoda, look, I caught this naughty boy, and he's under my sari. So she took out that boy, and it was not Krishna, it was her own son. And Mother Yasoda said, okay, you take care of your kid, you discipline your kid, to have nothing to do with this. And then she left. And in that moment, Krishna revealed himself as Krishna. And he told that gopi, you see, if you do this again, next time I will discuss as your husband. And that will be the ultimate, shame for you. So on different occasions, Krishna performed, not in Damodar Lila, but in different occasions, Krishna behaved like this. Because it's just the nature of Krishna to be naughty. There is nothing we can do about it. That's why we are naughty as well sometimes, because everything comes from Krishna. We should not use an excuse, but kids are naughty. Krishna was naughty, kids are naughty. This is the nature. But when he was doing this, he was leaving some evidence in the crime scene. Do you know what evidence Krishna was leaving behind? Yeah, this is one. Ishan? Footprints, yeah. Footprints of milk and yogurt all over the place. He was smart, but he was also innocent because he was a child, pretending to be a child. So he left some evidence in the scene. And also Krishna at that moment, he was feeling a bit guilty. And that's why he was feeding the monkeys, because he was thinking, in my previous birth as Rama, I made these monkeys to work so hard for me. They built a bridge, and they were fighting against the biggest demon, Ravana. And they didn't have any special weapons, these monkeys. The soldiers of Ravana, they have astras and shastras. Astras, these are special mystical weapons. And shastras, they were just the weapons that you need to use when you apply force, like a mace, spear, bow and arrow, these kind of weapons. And these soldiers, they have all these type of weapons. But what do the monkeys have? They have only rocks, just trunks, these kind of weapons, these kind of things that they use as weapons. So Krishna was feeling guilty that they were so hard for me. In this life, they can retire. They can sit with me and eat butter and yogurt. No more hard work for them. They have done enough in the previous life. So Mother Yasoda, seeing all that, she was getting angrier and angrier. So there was a transcendental competition. Who is more angry? And we know when there is a competition between Krishna and his devotee, who will always win? Devotees always win. We have seen sometimes Krishna playing with the gopas, wrestling, and devotees always win. It's like when a father fight with child. Father always allow the kid to win. Otherwise, will be unfair. So when Krishna was competing with Mother Yasoda was winning. She was angrier than him. She was really angry. So she started running behind Krishna with the stick on her hand. She was running on the streets of Vrindavan. Everyone was watching and laughing, of course. And they had never seen Mother Yasoda so angry. So Krishna was keeping like 3 feet away from Mother Yasoda. When she was running faster, Krishna was running faster. When she was slowing down, Krishna will slow down as well. And in one point, Mother Yasoda caught Krishna by the right hand. And Krishna was terrorized. Krishna has so much fear on his eyes. And she pretend that she will beat Krishna. And Krishna started crying even more. And Mother Yasoda said, if you are so afraid, why you are so naughty? Why you are doing these things? Why you are breaking pot? Why you are eating? Your behavior is like a monkey. You are behaving like a monkey. And then Krishna got even angrier. He said, why you are calling me monkey 100 times? If I am a monkey, it means I got it from my mother. So he was indirectly calling Mother Yasoda monkey as well. But please don't misinterpret Krishna. He got the utmost respect for Mother Yasoda, but it's a sweet pastime. And they were, they were having this competition going on. So Krishna said, okay, I'm growing from home. That's it. I don't tolerate all these offenses anymore. He said, why do you want to go from home? You just broke the pot. This is your misgiving, your fault. But Krishna has seen his own argument. He said, look, you were feeding me, and then when the milk started to boil, your anklet broke the pot. And then, by the will of the providence, all these monkeys came in and they started to eat the butter. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. And then they have this back and forth argument with Mother Yasoda. And Mother Yasoda was the judge, and Krishna was the criminal that had been accused. Another time, Nanda Maharaj will be the lawyer, but this time there was no lawyer. It was unfair because it was only the judge and the criminal with nobody to defend him. So Mother Yasoda had enough. She said, okay, that's it. In the meantime, all her flower decoration from her head had fallen down. She was wearing these malati flowers. And the malatis, they have their own conversation between them as well. That's mentioned there. Some of the flower, they were thinking that we should not support Mother Yasoda. It's not fair that she's running behind Krishna and trying to beat him. He's just a child. He's just doing something naughty. So they fell from her head. We don't want to be part of this. But other flowers, they stay. She said, no, we need to support Mother Yasoda. We need to stay this until the end and be with her and support her and give her encouragement. So she finally took Krishna and she called one of her assistants to get her some ropes. She called Gorangabati, is one of the assistants of Mother Yasoda. He said, Gorangabati, please bring me some ropes. So she told her, don't bring anything hard, not a coconut rope, which are very hard, or chain, just some silk rope. So all the gopis, they were collecting silk ropes and they brought to Mother Yasoda. And as we know, as the pastime developed, she tried to bind Krishna with the rope, but it was always 2 fingers short. And there is an interesting explanation why, why the rope was 2 fingers too short. And this is explained by Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur. Krishna got 16 energies. But Krishna got a different energy with Kripa Shakti, with the energy of the compassion. But Krishna got energy of power, energy of knowledge, 16 different energies. I probably not know all of them. So they start to argue between them this energy. The 16 Shaktis of Krishna, they were saying, yes, we should bind Krishna. We should show him that we are powerful. And the other Kripa Shakti say, no, that's not fair. Krishna should not be bound by the rope. So there was these arguments between the different Shaktis. This is a very deep and esoteric. I hope you are following. So at one point, Kripa Shakti won. And then Krishna was finally bound. And in that moment, he was sitting on the grinding mortar, on the upside down grinding mortar. And then Krishna started crawling. What time we need to finish? 15 minutes. He started crawling, and then he came across these 2 big trees, Tamal trees, aren't they? Arjuna trees. And they said that these trees are very, very strong, even when there is a storms. It could be a tornado, anything, they will never fail. But when Krishna got stuck between these 2 Arjuna trees with the grinding mortar, the trees fell down in a second. They were immediately uprooted by a baby. So when the trees fell down, two great personalities, Nalakuvara and Manigriva, they came out, and we know the rest of the story. They offer prayers to Krishna, they glorify Krishna. And some of the acharyas, they explained that they seems to be, or some of even some of the gopis, they were saying, how is this possible that these two personalities, they don't have a good past. They were drinking, they were having affairs, and so on and so forth, but they got your mercy, and they got liberated. And we have been performing devotional service, and still we don't have your mercy, because that's the mood. Devotee never think that I have Krishna. We see in the mood of the Goswamis and the mood of great acharyas, they never think, I have Krishna. Now that's it. I can sit down and drink a coffee. That's never the case. Krishna's devotees are always hankering, always looking for Krishna. And even though they may have Krishna in their hearts, they never think that that's it, that's the end. One time there was a man who was working in the forest, and he was looking for sandalwood trees because they are very expensive. Nowadays, there are not many left. So he was cutting all the sandalwood trees, and he was making a lot of profit. But one sage came and he said, don't stop there, keep going further. So he kept going, and he found a silver mine. So he said, okay, that's it. Now I will retire. I got all this silver. Finally, I'm going to be happy. And the sage said, no, keep going. And then he kept going, and then he found a gold mine. And he, oh my God, now that's it. I can retire finally and have vacations. And he said, no, you should go further. And then he went further, and he found diamonds and all kind of valuable stones. So spiritual life is like this. We never think, okay, that's it. Because Srila Prabhupada said, no, go further. There is more. There is always more. And this is exhibited in this pastime of Krishna, where we can just scratch the surface and have a little understanding, but it's a lot more to it. And the only way to understand is through bhakti. Krishna was not bound by the rope. Krishna was bound by Prema Vatsalya of Mother Yasoda. So the only way we can approach this pastime, these understandings, these realizations of who Krishna is and who we are and how we can connect is through bhakti, through the association of the devotees, and through practicing this wonderful process of Krishna consciousness. So I don't have much time left, so I would like to talk about the benefits of following Kartik, because as we said in the beginning, it's a very auspicious month. Even Karma Kandis, they perform pious activities on these months to get money and progeny and so on and so forth. But devotees are not interested on these things. So in these months, there are activities which are suggested that we should perform to get more benefits. As I said in the beginning, bhakti is on sale this month, so we need to take advantage of this sale. It's not every day, it's only this month, and that's it, the offer is over. Of course, we can always perform. We can always offer a lamp to Krishna. We can always chant an extra round, but in this month we get greater benefit, the greatest benefit. I got some quotes because, as we know, we will be doing later on offering lamps to Krishna. And Hari Bhakti Vilas explained that of all the yugas, Satya is the best. Of all the river, Ganga is the best. Of all the months, Kartik is the best. And one of the things, one of the activities that we should do is offer a lamp to Krishna. Hari Bhakti Vilas explained there is many verses which explain about the benefits of offering lamp. They said that if you offer a lamp to Krishna this month on behalf of someone else, Krishna will give you liberation. Krishna will give to that person, and Krishna will give you as well liberation. So I have selected a few verses. As I said, we don't have much time left, about the benefits of following Kartik Brata. When you go to Vrindavan, you see, how many people have been here in Kartik in Vrindavan? Not so many? Okay. Yeah. You see, Dinabandhu Prabhu, he performed the Sankalpa. Sankalpa is a vow you should do on Kartik. A simplified way to do it, because it can be a very elaborate ceremony. You just go in front of the deities and you promise to the deity to do something extra this month. I promise you, Krishna, this month I will chant such and such extra rounds, or I will read more Srimad Bhagavatam, or I will give charity, whatever. So there is this Sankalpa is very important for the devotees to perform. And it can be done in any moment. One of the things is every festival is just one day, isn't it? Janmashtami is just one day. Radhastami, Nishinkhade Chaturdasi is only one day. But we have the whole month of Kartik, and the whole month is a festival. So there is this unparalleled benefits and parallel mercy of Krishna that is giving us this opportunity to perform service during this month. So I will read They said the best place to perform Kartik is in Vrindavan, but good news are Karuna Bhavan is not different from Vrindavan in any sense. It's exactly the same. We got wonderful deities, thousands of shalagrams, devotees, programs. There's no difference between Karuna Bhavan and Vrindavan. This was told by Kripamoya Prabhu, but I will read it anyway. One rat at once burned a ghee lamp which was offered by someone else in Ekadashi day. By doing so, she achieved the rarely achievable human form, and the last attained the topmost destination. This is from Skanda Purana. This was during the month of Kartik. And these are the glories of offering a lamp on this month. In the Skanda Purana, Lord Brahma and Sage Narada converse that the month of Kartik is very dear to Lord Krishna. When one offers a lamp during the month of Kartik, his sins of many thousands of millions of births perishes in half an eye blink. Even if there is no mantras, no pious deeds, and no purity, everything becomes perfect when the person offers a lamp during the month of Kartik. A person who during the month of Kartik offers a lamp to Lord Keshava has already performed all yagyas and bathing in all the holy rivers. The ancestors say when someone in our family pleases Lord Keshava by offering him a lamp during the month of Kartik, then by the mercy of the Lord, who holds the Sudarshan chakra in his hand, he will attain liberation. To one who either at home or in the temple offer a lamp during the month of Kartik, Lord Vasudeva gives the great result. A person who offers a lamp to Lord Krishna during the month of Kartik becomes very glorious and fortunate. No sin exists anywhere in the three worlds that they will not be purified by offering a lamp to Lord Keshava during Kartik. A person who offers a lamp to Lord Damodara during Kartik attains the eternal spiritual world where there is no suffering. Anyone here who will not to suffer anymore? This is a chance. Are there any questions? Are there any time for questions? Any questions? Comments? Complaints? Why only 1 month?
One question.
Yeah.
Do the relatives get the benefit from these activities if the person does this too?
Yeah, this is mentioned in Hari Bhakti Vilas that ancestors, they get the benefits we can offer on behalf of the ancestors. And they will also get liberated. Yeah, anything else?
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Prabhu, could you maybe describe the mood that we should be like, feeling as we're offering the lamp? Could you talk about this a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Sorry? Okay. Pip is asking what should be the mood when we offer the lamp. That's a good question. It is said that even if you offer neglectfully, you still will get a result in Kartik. This is a special mercy of Kartik because generally, in order to get any result in the spiritual life, it should be done with love, attention, devotion. According to the degree we have those qualities, there's a degree of reciprocation we get from Krishna. But the month of Kartik is so special that even a person without any knowledge, just by chance, come to the temple and offer lamp, you will get benefits. So the mood should be with attention. Prabhupada said, attention is also devotion. If we are attentive when we do our service, that will be count as devotion as well. So it's attentive as possible, understanding. It's good to know the pastime, to have a background for our activities. We always need to have understanding why we are doing things. Otherwise, this becomes mechanical. But yeah, mood should be with attention as much as possible.
How do you do the offering? Like believe there is some ways people do. I mean, like some people say it's like so many times in
4237. But if you don't, if it's too complicated, just 7 times. To explain, you mean you want me to show? Yeah. Okay, we offer to Prabhupada 4 times his feet, 2 times around the waist, 3 times around the face, and 7 times around the body. Is that correct, Mother Jagannath Priya? Yeah.
Just wanted to suggest that because we have so many people that we do maybe simplified version.
Sorry, simplified version is just offer 7 times around the body.
So it may take a couple
Otherwise,
hours.
it will be confused. How many? 2, 3, 5? It can be confusing. Yeah. So simple, and if you want even more simple, you can do 3 times. I think there was an issue last year. I think Prabhupada Prana mentioned that people were offering, and then they were offering too many times when they turn, and then there was some wax coming into the floor. No, it was some issue like that. I don't remember exactly. So I think it's best. I don't know, maybe best just to offer to the deity, and that's it.
And Krishna is pleased, then all the devotees will be happy too. So
Yeah.
what we can do is, because we have so many people and we don't have like unlimited time, so we can do like
that's
7
right.
circles about around the Yashoda Damodar, and then we put it. Yes. So shall we go to the next part then? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Shri Damodar Masa ki jai,
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Jai. Shri Gandaki Prabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna. So for those who hasn't done this before, I'd like to say a couple words. You see there is a small deity on the altar with small little baby Krishna and Mother Yashoda, just there in the middle. So what we would like to ask everybody to do is to come here, take a candle. One thing about the candles, I know in Ukraine and many parts of the world, you're very used to do ghee lamp. Here we're doing a little bit more simplified version, so I hope devotees will accept and tolerate this. We're trying to do that working on the principle that devotion is the most important thing. But maybe in the future we'll introduce also ghee lamps, because we have so many devotees now, and that may be possible. When you come in the front, I will purify your hand. Just put a drop on water on your hand, and then you can pick up a candle and light it from this bigger candle. And from here you can circle Krishna and Yashoda 7 times, and then you can put it in this plate, and then you can go back to your place like that. So you can kind of slowly come in a queue. And in the meantime, as this is happening, we ask you, Vrinda Mataji, to sing this very beautiful song called the Madhurashtakam. That will be displayed on the screen, and translation will also display there. Prema Mataji. Sorry? Oh, yes. Good point. Prema Mataji made a good point that after you offer the candle, put it on the back of the plate. So then the other people, then they come forward, they don't burn their hand. So thank you. Okay, I would like to ask Vrinda Mataji to sing the Madhurashtaka.
Isha? Namam Vishwaram Satchitanandarupam Lasakundalam Gokule Bhajamanam Yasoda Piyolukala Davamanam Param Vishwamatcha Tato Chutagopya Rudam Tamamuhona Chayukman Vichantam Karam Puja Yukmena Satankanetram Muhuswasa Kampachile Kankakanta Sita Kraivam Damodaram Bhaktivadam Itik Twik Salila Pirananta Kunte Svagos Shamli Bhajantam Akyapayantam Tati et Shitakeshu Bhakti Chitatvam Puna Prema Tastam Tasta Vitibande Shitakeshu Bhakti Chitatvam Puna Prema Tastam Tasta Vitibande Padam Deva Moksham Na Moksham Vadimvam Nacham Praniham Parishadapiham Itam te vapunata kopalabalam Santam bimanasyam vidastam kimanyai Itam te mukamba jamacham te dile Ritam kunta lai sting terachas cekopyan. Yuhusham pitam bimbarata darame. Manasya virastamalam lakshalabhyai. Navadip Patamoksanadakta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalapti Matam. Kripa Chisti Vishjati Dinam Patanu Grihane Shamama Kyame Chakshi Jesya. Kuvet Vatma Chopata Mutyai Vayatvat Tvayamachito Bhakti Padotiko Tucha. Vatma Chopata Mutyai Vayatvat Tvayamachito Bhakti Padotiko Tucha. Tata prema bhaktim sakham me priyacha. Namak shikha home stipa modareha. Namaste studamnes buddhaditi damne. Tvadiya tarai data vishvasadamne. Namo Natikaya Twadiyai Priyayai. Namo Nantadilaya Devaya Tubhyam. Namamisvaram Satchitanandarupam. Lasakundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Yashodabhyo Lukalatam Vamanam. Param Vishram Bhachanto Chotuchukopya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,